Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Raza over here, and today what I want to do is I want to talk to you about 3 tips on how you can dominate your social media presence. Shall we do that? Let's do that.
Real question is this: as a business, as an investor, as someone whose success lies in getting in front of the right people, people who will do business with us, how do we break through obscurity? How do we break through the noise? How do we showcase our message, our opportunities, and our offers in front of the right people? That is the question, and this show has the answer. My name is Raza Aziz. Welcome to The Bold Entrepreneur.
So, listen, if you are playing any kind of social media game, it doesn't matter what your profession is, whether you have a 9 to 5 job, whether you're an executive, whether you are building an affiliate business, whether you have a brick and mortar business, it doesn't matter. Social media is here to stay. I'm sure you agree with me, right? So if social media is here to stay, then we got to learn how to play this game, the game of content creation, the game of producing content regularly. Listen, back in the days, if you go back 20 years, 30 years, it was, the advertising was really creating posters and slapping them on billboards and TV ads and radio ads and all of that stuff, right? Even beyond that, right? So this day and age, the way you position your value and the way you become known in your ideal audience's market, right? Wherever they may be. If you have a brick and mortar business, that may be like in your local market. The way you do that is by consistently producing high quality social media content. And by the way, when I say high quality social media content, I'm not talking about fancy videos and editing job and all of that stuff. No, that's how most people think. And when they go down that route, they're like, oh, you know what, I can't do that. So what I want to do is I want to share with you 3 tips in this video on how you can dominate your social media presence. Are you ready? So make sure that you have a notepad and a pen and write this stuff down. Okay. And listen, I have been working with entrepreneurs over the past years now. Like it's been like almost like what, 8 years or so. And I think one of the biggest things that I tell entrepreneurs is that when you dive into being an entrepreneur and you're running your own business and you own a business or whatever it is that you're doing, you want to start having an open mind towards building new skills. And social media, understanding social media and producing content is that skill as well. And later on, I'll talk to you about how you can, kind of outsource it a little bit. But really, you have to start doing the content, learning the social media, identify what your voice is, all of that stuff before you even go towards outsourcing. Okay, so let's talk about that. What is tip number 1? So, tip number 1 is you need to start creating videos. I know some of you are like, oh my gosh. Listen, I'm not, hang tight, okay? You have an opportunity to be in front of your audience in a form of having like a TV station, right? You can be broadcasting your message, you could be broadcasting your voice, you could be broadcasting your beliefs to your audience and let them know that you exist. And creating videos is not really, it's not really that hard. Of course, yes, if you've never done it, you got to learn a little bit. But I kid you not, I have seen over the past 7 8 years, I have seen people who have not been comfortable to ultimately get comfortable with it because it is their business activity. Right? When you become an entrepreneur, not everything that you do in your business is going to be something that, oh my gosh, I love doing this. No, it's just a handful of things that you may enjoy about your business, but there are lots of activities as part of your business that you probably don't enjoy doing. Am I right? Or am I right? Right? So if videos are something that is your forte, great, good, that's awesome. If videos are not your forte, how can you learn it, right? How can you learn it in the comfort of your home, your office, behind a video? I'm not even talking about going live right now, right? Live as in broadcasting live on your Facebook pages and LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram, you name it, like all of these places, right? I'm not talking about going live. I'm just talking about creating videos, right? And by the way, your videos don't need to be too long. They can be anywhere between 7 to 10 minutes long, right? 10 minutes long. What are you really talking about? You're talking about, how you can solve a particular piece of a problem for somebody, right? For example, this particular video is solving a problem for business owners who are creating content on social media or who need to be doing that, right? So that's what this video is for. There's some tips that I'm sharing from my experience, things that I've learned from my mentors, things that I implement in my business, and I'm sharing those with you, right? So that's one kind of video. The other kind of video could be that you're just showcasing your beliefs. So you tell a story about, hey, back when I was blah blah blah, and then you tell a story, and then what did you learn from it, and how is your actions in line with the lessons that you learned now, right? Like that's another kind of video. Other kind of videos could be just lifestyle videos where you're going out and you're with your family or whatever, like you see a beach, and it inspires you to create content, kind of lifestyle kind of stuff. So anyways, that we will talk about later on. Maybe I'll create another video on how to come up with content ideas a little later. But for now, what I want you to do is I want you to get into a habit of doing videos. One of the things that I do is I create content. I schedule a day in my calendar in a week where I create all my content. So let's just say in a week, I want to create 2 to 3 videos that are 7 to 10 minutes long, and I'm going to create them in one day. That's it, right? So let's just say on the high end, if you're creating 10-minute video and you're doing 3 videos, that is 30 minutes in a week. 30 minutes in an entire week that you're dedicating to creating videos. Are you with me so far? Yeah. So now that you have created videos, it's like, okay, Raz, I don't have time to post this video and all of that stuff and everything. Like where do I go? Do I post it on YouTube? Do I post it on Facebook? Yes, and everywhere, right? Now, here's where a lot of entrepreneurs I see who are producing content, they are doing videos on a regular basis. What is it that they're missing out? So this is tip number 2. Tip number 2 is learn to repurpose your content. Learn to repurpose your content. Your videos that you just did in step number 1, those videos, learn to repurpose them. Now, what do I mean by that? You take that video that you just created, you post it on YouTube. Now you're building your YouTube channel, right? So you put a description, title on there, what you're talking about in that video, you put a description in there. Make sure you put some keywords that are identifiable by your target audience, by your ideal viewer, and you post it on YouTube. Now you've got a YouTube channel building, right? So every week you do 3 videos. So that's what you're doing, 3 videos a week, times that by 52 weeks. I don't know what that is. Let's just say 52 times 3. That's 156 videos per year that you are creating. Woot, woot. You got a YouTube channel going on. Congratulations. Okay. We're on step number 2 on how to repurpose your content. Now, you see, this is where a lot of my fellow entrepreneurs who are actually doing videos, they actually things like, okay, I've done the video. Now I got to go write an article. Now I got to go and create a post. Now I got to go create a meme and all of that stuff. No. Stop. You've already done the work, the 30 minutes that you did creating the content. Now you're going to repurpose that content. You're going to take that video and convert it into an audio file. Oh, where am I going with this? Right? Now you create it into an audio file, and you can now start uploading it. Hey, you can use an app like Anchor FM, right? Anchor.fm. So you can download that as well. How do you convert a video into audio? I mean, just Google it. You'll find a lot of places where you can upload an MP4 file, which is a video file, and then click a button and it will convert it into an audio. Voila, you're done, right? When you use, let's say, StreamYard, right? When you use StreamYard, I'm using StreamYard for this right now. When you use StreamYard, you can record a video in there, and then it automatically creates an audio file for you, and you can just download it. How about that? Right? So now you take your audio files and you start uploading it to your podcast. Now you have an audio presence as well online. Remember, you didn't separately do this, you repurposed your content, right? Now, what is the next thing that you do? Now you got on YouTube, you post that video, and you can go live. By the way, if you don't like to go live yourself, create a video, and then you can use platforms like StreamYard to go live with that video. So it's the video that is going live, and it's not you. And by the way, for those of you who think I'm live right now, I'm not. I'm probably on a call, I'm probably doing something else, but I'm live here. Haha, right? So that's what you do. That's what you do. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah. So you take that video, use platform like StreamYard to go live with that video, give value. You've got an audio podcast. You've got the YouTube channel going. Now, one of the other things that you can do as well is you can get that video of yours transcribed. What? Now you can get it transcribed, right? So you can use, I mean, rev.com is a paid place. Like you can kind of go there, and for really a minimal amount, you can convert your audio. It's really pennies when you really think about it. You can convert it into a text format. Sorry, not audio, but text format. So you upload your video or your audio, and you can get a transcription of it. Once you get the transcription of it, clean it up, and that serves as few things. Number one, you can start a kind of weekly blog post that you put up on your website, and now you have a blog post that is recurring. Okay, so that's one. The other way that you do this, now you've got the text, you can take portions of those texts and create memes or Facebook posts or Twitter feeds, Twitter posts or LinkedIn posts or whatever else, what LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, all of that stuff. Just attach your picture to it, and now you've got that. This is how you go about repurposing your content, right? Now, once you have built this consistency, now what you do, because you have a system outline, you can hire a VA, a virtual assistant, to be able to do that, right? If you want context for VA, I mean, my VA does it, and he's got like fellow VAs who are sitting right beside him, and he trains them, and he does that as well. Let me know. I can put you in touch with them, right? So you basically have a VA that you're paying a few $100s a month, right? And they take care of this entire thing. All you do is just create a video, and then you pass it on to them, and they take care of the rest of it. Isn't that amazing? Right? So this is tip number 2, and that is to repurpose your videos. I'm just looking at it like, okay, yeah. So number 3, okay, tip number 3 is when you have all of this content all over social media, the audio files, the YouTube channel, the Facebook, the LinkedIn, the Twitter, the Instagram, all of that stuff, you want to make sure that you have a consistent call to action inside of all of them. So whether you're inviting people to a webinar, whether you're inviting people to download something, whether you're inviting people to whatever it is, right? What is that web address to that thing? Make sure that it is infused in every single thing that you are posting. And that's how you create an omnipresence throughout social media and dominate social media feeds of your ideal audience. And that's how you continue to grow your audience, build your following. And by the way, you don't necessarily need to be, waiting. It's like, oh, I don't know how to monetize this. Like, no, you know what? Before you even get to monetization, learn to start producing content on a regular basis, because that is the currency of the 21st century. And the more frequent you are, the more consistent you are, the more relevant you are to your ideal target audience, the better traction you will create. Hope this was of help to you. Like, give it a heart, subscribe to wherever you're watching this, and I will continue to bring more content to you in this arena. Okay, have a good one.